Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my anime journal. And so today, God, I've just watched like way too many anime since the last time I made an episode. Maybe this should just be weekly at this point, um, rather than fortnightly, because we watched. I watched 24 anime in the last 2 weeks, which is quite a few. Um, Now, and four of those are TV series as well, which is a decent percentage. Um, Especially for like such a big haul. Four TV series in 2 weeks. That's like two a week. That's quite a lot. Um, but yeah, the rest of the garbage. I feel like it's just in my mind. Like I think it's just I'm coming up on my next milestone. I'm about to very close to hitting 3750, and I think it's just like I want to get there. It's like let's do it, and so I've just been watching a bunch of garbage to get there. Also, I am a little bit sick, but yeah, it's not like I can really postpone this any further. It's the episode's just gotta happen. I'm gonna by next week. It's probably already gonna be seeing like another 15 anime. So, um, wait, which this is this first one we're talking about Coco. Oh wait, this is a short film. Um, it's it's Billy Billy, right? Is it? Yeah, it says Billy Billy on the cover. I think this is like a donghua. Um, has an official site. Yeah, I honestly can't remember much about Coco. What was this one about? Um, Honestly, I can't really remember. Damn it. It's an anime though, or not an anime or donghua. But I don't know. It's 16 minutes. It wasn't. I guess it wasn't memorable enough. Maybe just seen too much. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I watched it though. Uh, After that, I watched. Oh, Ahiru Kun no Chisana Boken. This one was a bit more interesting. This one is like, um, it's like a fairy tale kind of show. It's about a duck, um, and it's not like a retelling of the Little Duckling or something, but it kind of feels like along that kind of idea of like this duck going about his adventure, but it's like you have like this narrator and like the Mukashi kind of voice, and I don't know, it was cool. I liked it. Like the story, it was nice. Yeah. Um, would I recommend it? I mean, it's short. Like, why not watch it? After that, I watched Hololive Summer 2022. This was fun. Also, yeah, it is. It's all like, the JP side. I love JP, which is nice. Like it's a fun series of shorts. The animation is pretty good. Like it's, I feel, I think it was like the animation is kind of like it's not just picture drama because like I think what was it I think it was Hollow C or Umi C that was like basically picture drama. This one at least has like a bit more animation, but I think it's not quite as animated as something like Hollow No Graffiti. Um, but it's at least 2D if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, it was fun though. I liked it. It's cute. Oh yeah, and because it's summer, they're in swimsuits at least some of the time. Um, But yeah, it was fun. Yeah, the story's good enough. The art's good enough. It's cute. Yeah. Um, let's Star Twinkle. Hoshi no Uta ni Omoi wo Komete, which is a Star Twinkle Precure movie. I heard people like rave about like the Star Twinkle Precure movie, being like this is like like the best thing since sliced bread or something, um, or at least like one of the better parts of the Precure franchise. Uh, which is surprising coming from Star Twinkle, which most people thought was like oh, like a kind of I guess one of the better ones, but not like top tier or anything. Whereas like people say like the movie is like oh my god it's like the best thing. But I don't know I didn't care so much for the movie. I'm not sure why, but yeah, like the story just didn't really stick out to me all that much. Um, eh. Honestly, a lot of these, I guess I just don't have that much to say about. Yeah, I haven't been talking for that long. Um, next. Yeah, like I just didn't really have much to say about that. Gachumon wa Usagi Deska Bloom is the next one I watched. This one is a TV series. Oh yeah, and this is Encourage Films, which is funny. So like cause the first, I think the first couple seasons were White Fox. I'm not sure if the movies were. The last OVA was Production Doe. What was Dear My Sister? That was them as well. Um, Kinema Citrus helped work on season 2, but they also still had White Fox on. Oh yeah, White Fox is like totally out of the picture at this point. Um, but yeah, it's I don't know, it's cute. They had some honestly some fun things in this one. Like they had some like stuff with like switching up uniforms. They actually had a decent amount of stuff with switching up uniforms this season. Like some of the girls like would go to like a different girl's school and then wear their uniform, or they also like it was too hot in the summer and so they got like like a shorter version, or less, yeah, like less covering version um of the cafe uniform, which still isn't lewd. Like it's mostly just like they have short sleeves. I think the skirts might be like a little bit shorter, but they're still like modest. Um, but it's cute. Um, and what else? Um, I don't know. It's just more cute. I mean, it's basically just what we expect from Got Shoes at this point. It's just cute. Yeah, there's not really a ton to say about Got Shoes because there's not like at least in this season like it's kind of like I guess they're getting to the end of high school now, or at least like the older ones are. Um, so like there is stuff happening, but at the same time it's like it's still like so just not really much happening. It's mostly just about them being cute, um, and just cute things happening as opposed to like anything progressive. um, but yeah, it's I don't know, it's fun, but yeah, if obviously if you didn't like the first couple seasons, there's no point in watching this. It's more of the same thing. Pole Princess is the next anime I watched. I've already talked about the prologue, and the, the so it I think people like to just call this the stripper anime because it kind of is, but it also mostly isn't. Um, so like the thing is that the instructor, the person who's already an established pole dancer, Azumi, um, doesn't really want to instruct them. Also, she's just not that successful. Um, like she reveals in the series that the only person that she said like that um she's not instructing anyone at the moment. It's like she had to shut down her instruction, her pole dancing business. It's like, oh, why did you shut it down? It's like, oh, my only customer was an 80-year-old woman, and she quit because her body couldn't take it anymore. And it's like, yeah, that's fair enough. Pole dancing at 80 is probably not a good idea, but also, like, why don't you have other customers? Um, or clients. But yeah, they had to find like a couple other people to join them. Um, it, but yeah, like most also, I don't know, like yeah, performing arts. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not really an idol anime because it is about dancing. It's not about singing. But also pole dancing is a kind of dance you don't really necessarily need to do to music. Um, like they have music, but I like it's not like they'll put like a radio up and like show music to dance to. It's like there is music that's happening in the show to accompany it that's not that particularly canonically happening at the moment. Um, but all of the let's see, like a lot of the series is just kind of getting to the point where they even start learning how to pole dance, and and then they start learning, and then it's just a little bit about teaching, and then I think each one of them gets a single dance scene. Very close. I think it may all be in the final episode. I think it was the final episode has like one like short dance segment per girl. Um, Also, if you notice in the actual on the Malin tree, it shows 14 episodes, 4 minutes each. That's not like it sounds like this is just like a short that has like you know it's like a core of short episodes. That's not how it worked. Um, it's a 7 episode long story, and each episode ranges anywhere from like I think they're 5 to like 12 minutes. Like I think it was the final episode was 12 minutes. I think some are like 8 or 9 or something. Um, but there's also a series of like I think like 1 or 2 minute like dance scene like those dance scenes that we got of each girl in the final episode. Like if you actually notice like how many characters there are in the series, I think if we just count the instructor, there's 7. I think that's how this works. Um, and so each of her students, each of these girls all get um, their own dance sequence as an episode. Like they were aired on like Twitter or something. Um, and so it's like, oh, it's 14 episodes, and it's like, it's not 14 episodes in the way you think it is. Um, but it was still interesting. Like it's not structured the way you expect it to be, um, but it's honestly it's structured in a weird way. Um, and I feel like I would have enjoyed it more. I feel like it would have been better if it was more, I guess, idly. because most of it is kind of training arc, like the entire time, and then they get like a bit of dance at the end, and it's like, oh, we're done. Which I don't know. Like training arcs aren't like the most exciting thing. Um, so for the entire anime to just be like training, that it's just like, oh, how are we gonna dance? And it's like, this is how it does. This is how it happens. And it's again, it's to save their dancing, to save their planetarium. It's the same story we saw in Love Live and in the, what was it, in Zombieland Saga and Girls on Panzer. It's always the same story. Um, they're saving something by dancing. We're all familiar with it. And I don't know. It's it's not great. And th- they also like they don't their progression of how good they're dancing at isn't very good either. Like they start out not knowing how to dance, and like, most of the way through the series they're still all terrible at it, and then magically everyone is good at it somehow, and they can levitate. They've mastered the art of disobeying the laws of gravity within 7 episodes. It's like, there's no way you can't do that. It takes way longer than 7 episodes to figure out how to defy gravity. Um, but yeah, so somehow that all works. Um, Also, what's interesting on on Mel, like none of these girls have like any favorites really. Um, but oh, what's funny though is how like talented the voice actors they managed to get for the series are though. Like a lot of these people are actually like talented. Um, like who is it? We have Hayami Saori on here. Um, what else did she do? Most most favorites. Oh yeah, she did Yukino from Oregairu. She also did Shinobu from Kimetsu no Yaiba. Shoko from Koedo Katachi. Oh, and Yor as well. Nyotsugi. Like she's done a lot of like important characters, and they get her to voice one of like the not even like the main characters. It's like a random side character is voiced by her. It's like, how did you get her? Or or also, yeah, Kugyu Yumiya Rie, like the voice of like Taiga and Kagura from Gintama. Like she's on the cast list as well. It's like, how did you get these people into your garbage pole dancing anime? Yeah, I'm not sure how this happens, but I and it like those that like the big name voice actors are usually like the biggest part of like the budget of an anime. Like I wonder if they thought like, oh, if we score these big name actors, we can get people to watch our like garbage CGI anime about pole dancing, or gonna air on Twitter. I don't know. Oh yeah. Oh, it's that they aired it on their official website. Okay, but yeah, it's I don't know. Would I recommend it? Not really. Eh, yeah, no, I don't think I can. The character designs are actually fairly cute. Um, but yeah, the subject matter, pole dancing, I don't think it's the worst idea. I think they just didn't pull it off like at all. Like it's not even really that much about pole dancing. Like it's about training, but like I didn't learn anything about pole dancing from this. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna pole dance, and like trading occurs, and then magically now they're all good at it, and it's like, uh, yeah. After that, I watched SSSS.Gridman. What was it? SSSS.Gridman. I'm not sure. Does the SS stand for something? Is like D for DJ, where it's like, oh, actually the it's not just D for DJ. It's it's like the D4 stands for something. Like is I don't know. Is what does the SSSS, does it stand for something? What does SSSS? Oh, no, spatial signature to save a soul. Oh, okay. So it does stand for something. That makes sense. Um, this is I think some people refer to this as a mecha, which I guess it kind of is, but I've heard it's actually a different genre. It's tokusatsu is the genre. Um, also, um, so the actual like I kind of I did watch it initially for Rika's thighs, but like I stayed for the story. Um, uh, Akane's feet. We don't even get to see that much of Akane's feet. Like I'm not that into feet anyway, but like if I know some people really like her feet, and like they don't have that much presence. Um, um, but maybe they're just high quality feet. There's only a couple scenes of them, but it's like oh, that's enough. But yeah, like in terms of like, well, I guess we can start with the characters. Um, like as we all know, mecha anime are about the characters. Rika's actually probably the least interesting character. Which is also funny because like or Yuta, I think Yuta's the protagonist. He seems to be the point of view character anyway. Um, but Rika, people do like Rika. I mean she's a cutie. Um, with like long hair. And her outfit is kind of funny because like her jacket kind of goes down to like around the same length that her skirt ends. So like there's a very like you just kind of see like this window to like see her skirt, but like in fact I've even seen like a figure of Rika where she doesn't even have a full skirt. It's just like a tiny little thing that just like goes in front, and it's like, oh, you don't need the rest of the skirt. It's hidden by the jacket anyway. And it's like, come on, at least put the full skirt on the figure. Um, but yeah, and so like that's why it's like her thighs are such a meme because they are like on such like display. There's like there's nothing really covering up her thighs. She deliberately just puts them out there for the world to see. Um, but and they are good. They're high quality thighs. But yeah, personality wise, she's not the most interesting character. Um, and Yuta, he like just forgets things all the time and doesn't really know why. Um, like I think like the first like while of his life is just completely a blank to him, and even like I think even up until like recently, he just doesn't remember anything, um, and so it's kind of hard for him to like get around in the world when it's just like I don't even know who I am, like I don't know what's happened to me in life. It's a total mystery. Um, Even his like friends and the people around him actually know more about him than he does about himself. I guess it's an amnesia, um, but like it's not until like later in the series that we learn like why he has amnesia, um, which I guess in a way kind of just makes him a boring character because it's like he doesn't even know what his own personality is, um, but it's like that kind of level of amnesia also isn't that common in anime, so that's interesting. Um, Akane is really interesting, but it's not like until again like later on until the series that we really learn more about her, because she kind of just seems like what was it? She spends a lot of time on the computer. Um, kind of she's really cute. But she is kind of like seems mysterious at first, but yeah, like her art, what she's about. Well, I guess this what I want to say next is like a spoiler for the series. Um, but yeah, so if you care about getting spoiled about Gridman, then just skip ahead a bit. Um, but she is a bit like Haruhi in like the series, like Haruhi Suzumiya, where the entire universe is just something that she's invented, and like nothing actually exists. Well, no, nothing would exist without her. That she is like the sole creator of this Gridman universe. Um, but yeah, yes, yeah, spoiler over. But I guess we can also talk about the mechs. I've seen a lot of mecha anime, even though I am not really a mecha fan. Um, but yeah, like the Grid Man is this is like that is the mecha, and it's like it's shown on the computer from the very beginning. Um, like this is the Grid Man. Oh, is it from Ultraman? Yeah, I guess so. Um, yeah, I guess Gridman is actually like an Ultraman like thing, and but yeah, like we're shown like this Gridman, and he's like this huge. I think he's. I'm pretty sure he's like autonomous. Like he can actually think and do things by himself. He doesn't need a pilot. Um, but he's still this like giant robot nonetheless, and he fights evil and stuff. And they get like excited about like this is the Grid Man, and like he what is it? At the beginning, it's like Yuta is the only one who can see Gridman. Um, he sees Gridman on the TV, and it's like no one else sees the Gridman, and it's like is this just Yuta's like imagination? Is he like schizophrenic or something? Imagining this Gridman who no one else sees. Um, but like the Gridman actually starts like doing actual tangible things to the universe. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I haven't seen any tokusatsu stuff other than Gridman. So it's like it's interesting to see, like, because it's really my only relationship with Tokusatsu. Um, but I don't know. It's interesting. Um, eh, and yeah, like overall, like Gridman as a series, it's not bad. And yeah, if you want to just watch it for the girls, like there's I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Um, girls are especially like yeah, like Rika and Akane are both very cute. Um, I think it's worth watching for them. And again, just you can come for the girls, stay for the plot. It is an interesting story as well. And yeah, I'll need to get around to watching Dinah Zenon as well, which is has a different cast of characters. Um, the girls in it are also cute, um, so that's a plus. Uh, and it seems like one of the girls is also one of the most popular characters of the series, because of course she is. Um, but yeah, yeah, Gridman. That's about it. Yeah, it was a mecha. I'm not sure if you're a mecha fan, if it's the best show to watch, but like, I don't know. I don't need to think about it from that perspective anyway. Um, it's definitely yeah, it's definitely different from other mecha anime I've seen. Like I feel like all mecha anime are there more about the characters than about the mechas, but like in this one, it's like the mecha, like the Gridman, doesn't like he is kind of like this mystery to uncover of like what is Gridman, what is he doing here, um, and so it is like the plot is very central about the mecha, but it's not like they have like this really intense relationship with him, and it's not like he's not necessarily on screen like an insane amount of the time, um, but like he is like still there and present, and important to the plot, obviously. After that, I watched El Drain no Mori, Twin Fates. It's a Magic the Gathering anime. I don't know. It was okay. It's I don't have much to say about it. I don't really watch. I haven't played Magic the Gathering that much. Um, after that, I watched one, one, two sab sections of Skyline. I don't know what a sab section is. Um, and this is it shows like a bunch of telephone lines, and then there's like I think it like pulses through these birds, and like the birds like fly away when like the electricity gets to them or something like that. It's yeah, it's kind of weird. um I don't know why I show up here. Why do I show up there? But yeah, it exists. Am I the most recent person to have watched it? I don't know. No, I'm not. Yeah, so other people have seen it since. But yeah, it's a weird show. Um, wouldn't really recommend it. After that, I watched ABC Market Grand Stage CMs. Now, this one was more interesting. Because oh yeah, and so this one is it's like so ABC Market. Oh, this one was a shoe one. Yeah. Um and so this is five different commercials but they're commercials for the ABC market. So the ABC market is like this big like kind of, I guess, shoe exposition. Or maybe it's just like clothing in general, but it's like clothing made by shoe companies. Like say like Adidas makes shirts and stuff like that, right? So I think they just have like merch as well, like other clothing that these brands make. Um, but it's like they're and and so each of these five commercials, they're advertising the market itself. And so you'll see all these different things for these different shoes, and like there's one of the commercials that shows like this person with their phone, and they're like taking pictures of these shoes around town, and there's even like this giant shoe, and there's like a person who's actually a shoe. It feels like very like, I don't know, like fever dreamy of just these all this very like shoey universe. um but like they have other ones that are like more abstract, more some that are more just like generic commercials, but a lot of them are like more interesting commercials. um but like all of them just have a lot to do with shoes, and I don't know, it's interesting seeing like how does one advertise not a shoe. They're not advertising shoe like a certain shoe. They're just advertising like a store that sells shoes from like many different companies. and they're cuz like each there's some of the commercials that'll like show like shoes from like specific companies that this store supplies. And so yeah, it's all very interesting. The commercials, like, I haven't been to the store. I don't think it exists here, but it's interesting. Would I recommend watching these? I don't know. If you're into shoes, maybe. Like, I know there's a whole shoe YouTube apparently. Like, if you're really into shoes, especially like sneakers and stuff and runners, like that's the sort of shoes that this place sells. And then things like Nike and Adidas and New Balance. Um, if you like that kind of shoe, then yeah, like maybe even if like this is a store in Japan, like you might not ever visit this place, but just to see like how this sort of store is advertised, it's kind of interesting. Um, anyway, I have not gotten through all the anime, um, but I feel like just because of how long I've already taken, um, that might just maybe I'll just record another episode next week, and um, or actually maybe I'll just get down to. Oh, that one's gonna take a little bit too. Yeah, let's leave let's leave this for now. Actually, maybe we'll just talk about three more, and then we'll just kind of get like a bit more of a load off, and then talk about the rest next episode. So let's talk about 1108. Sai Akamoto's first independent work featuring music. This one, what the hell is this one about? I genuinely can't remember. Um, oh, so what about like this? Oh, it's like he has all like these kind of weird hallucinations of like these random animals and stuff. I don't know. It was all right, I guess. I didn't really get much out of that. And then the 23rd Japan Media Arts Festival introduction. It just introduces a festival. It doesn't even do a very good job. I didn't feel very introduced to this festival, honestly. Not. It felt very abstract. There just wasn't really much going on screen, and I don't know. It didn't really introduce it very much for me. And after that, I watched Pokemon Scarlet Violet. this one was interesting, and also this one's like it's point of view. Um, so it's 3D and it's actually like good CGI. And it shows like I think it shows it from like the lens of a camera at least at certain points, but it also like shows this like person kind of going around and taking pictures of things. It looks kind of pretty, honestly. And it's based on a Pokemon game. I don't know. It was a cool little animation. And yeah, just taking pictures of like different like Pokemon wildlife. I don't know. It's a neat little idea. Yeah, that'll be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you again next time. Um, and yeah, maybe maybe like once I hit 3750, maybe I'll slow back down to watching stuff at a more normal pace. But maybe for the next little bit, I'll just upload these weekly. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you again next time, and goodbye.